Well, I guess we'll recap in silence. Hold on. Actually, we're redoing this. Sometimes it takes you to like the intro music, da dun da 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 dun da, the intro march. And other times it just takes you straight to the title screen. Like, oh, you know why? Because I think on these remasters, every so often, an input registers as a double input. No, it isn't doing it anymore. That's whatever. How you doing, Jekyll? Thanks for shouting out the Jekyll Dark Flow. All right. Well, okay. So let's recall, right? We uh, uh, had our big garden to garden encounter, right? Ship to ship combat style, basically, where uh, uh, Renoa did a test of a great feat of strength, where she hung on to the side of a precipice, cliff hanging, literally, for a good 15 minutes or so, at least, while the gardens were in motion and actively colliding with each other. It was super awesome. She is an incredible strength. However, uh, uh, we ended up infiltrating Galbadia Garden, charging right in there, and defeating Seifer and Adea in combat. Adea this time didn't trigger a cutscene and throw an icicle at Squall that they just like wrote out in the very next scene. But Renoa, however, suddenly passed out, and at the same time, Adea rises to her feet and starts speaking to us as if she is matron of the lighthouse, our former uh our former orphanage marm, who suddenly recognizes all of us as if she is now dispossessed. Hark, there was a whole lighthouse scene, and it was like a massive plot reveal too. Are you aware of the plot reveal? The 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 conceit, the Shyamalan-esque twist that happens in the lighthouse scene here in FF8? Huh? Are you? No. Excuse me. It's true. Sea squall. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Oh, that's the other. It's over. Oh yeah, yeah. And we had a fade to black where Quistis runs up to Renoa and she's all, "Hey, Squall, she's what's wrong with her?" And then fade to black. And now we're here. We're having another tossy turny, Squall in bed, being introspective, uh, or hungover. Renoa. What happened to Renoa? Yeah, you big dork. I'm sure there's medications for that. Squall, can you hear me? Can you feel me near you? Head to Adea's house at once. The sorceress Adea Matron is back at the orphanage. I know it's Matron, all right? she, she does. Nobody took off her shoes. I mean, it's not her fault. Nobody changed her. They just flopped her on the bed. Oh, Balam Garden theme, how I've missed you. Okay, well, so let's go to the lighthouse. Hark! Don't kill that. Is that a dead one? Not the plin plin plon. Man, we invoked dead seagulls in the chat. It's all over. Triton, the god of the sea, be angry with us. Oh. Renoa, Lord of Sinners. It's okay, you can cheese her if you get behind the rock. She's also eminently parryable. Are we ready to go? From the rooftop shouted out, hey, we're ready to go. Alright, who we taking with us? Well, we can't take Renoa because she's out of commission. But she is top choice because she has all that upper body strength we talked about before. Alright, it's really about whose limits I like at this point, though. So, unfortunately, we're going to take Irvine, and we're also going to take Custis. Their limits I don't care for so much. Quistis, you get to be... Well, Irvine, you get to be the new Renoa. And, Selfie, you get to be the new Quistis. Welcome to the team. Now let's cruise the most cumbersome vehicle in all the land. Also, what happened to Galbadia Garden? It's not like we destroyed it. Yeah. Yeah. Hark. Oh shit. Squall, speak to us. Ow. Right? That's your favorite thing in a Final Fantasy game, is taking a vehicle somewhere and still catching a, whatchamacallit, right before entering the location. There we go. Squall, speak to us. We'll go ahead and save. Inventory and party management always warrants a save. Hey gang, you guys got here ahead of us. How'd you do that? I'll go after you, Squall. Okay, okay. We're meeting the Matron? Man, I'm nervous. Alright, well, our orphanage slash temple to Artemis, I guess. Ah, hi Sid. Oh, that's right, you're married to Adea. How's it going? Many thanks for your hard work, but why are you guys getting up on me like this? Ha ha ha. Are you angry with me? Ha ha. I don't blame you. Ha ha. All I do is talk big, but in times of trouble I run away. Aw, he's a big weenie. Car batteries in the ocean are catching up to the ecosystem. It's true. I was in a no-win situation. Your defeat would be the end of you. Your victory would mean losing my wife. I just couldn't bear to face either outcome. I don't care about myself, but please forgive Adea. Hey, well, aren't you the lucky one? Turns out Adea didn't die. Also, we got some Timber Maniacs. Now is the time to read it cover to cover. Awesome. I still don't get it. I think it's a manga. Only I tend the light, Winslow. Oh. We're all Timber Maniacs. Is there a stream team called Timber Maniacs? I know there's the Quisties. Speaking of which, we haven't followed up with the Quisties basically at all since we destroyed them at cards at the beginning of the game. My children, please forgive me. I raised you as my own, yet still we feel the same way. I like how this is just her clothes, though. I don't have any other clothes. We fought, knowing very well you were our matron. That was the only choice we had left. Matron. Your seeds, you cannot back out of a battle, I know. You were magnificent. But this is an arbitrary, you know, attribute of being a seed, for some reason. It's like Rising Zan over there. I don't get the reference, Mr. Carrots. However, it's not over yet. It's not over yet, Snake. At any time, I may go crazy. Oh, sorry. Well, let's... Should we challenge Sid to cards? Or I know we can challenge Adea to cards. And she's got some serious cards. Irvine, you got anything to say? Come on. Oh, I wasn't trying to leave, man. Okay. You guys don't have dialogue. How about you? Please listen to what Adea has to say. Who knows when she may be possessed again? Oh. That could just happen anytime. I need a raise. Also, we are loaded. We have nothing to spend money on. We're almost up to a $250,000. I've been possessed all this time. Oh, sure. I was at the mercy of sorceress Ultimecia. The main and tag finally named. Ultimecia is a sorceress from the future, and a sorceress many generations ahead of our time. I added an and there. Ultimecia's objective is to find Eleni. She's after Eleni's mysterious power. I knew Eleni very well. Ultimecia is a very fearful sorceress. Her heart is filled with anger and hate, and there was no way I was going to let Ultimecia get a hold of Eleni. The only thing I could do was surrender my soul to Ultimecia and lose control of my mind. That was the only way I could save Eleni. Didn't mean to do a genocide. Ah, thank you. I love context, Mr. Carrots. I appreciate it. Yeah, we gotta give you a shout out too, Mr. Carrots. I hear you have hijinks in store for us in the future. Please follow Mr. Carrots for some of the most hilarious, off-the-cuff, weirdly scuffed content here on Twitch.tv, and I mean that in only the most positive way. It's lovely stuff. The sorceress that appeared in Galbadia was in fact Ultimecia inside my shell. Ew, don't call it a shell. Ultimecia has yet to achieve her goal. I believe she may use my body again to carry out her plans. Medea, don't say it that way. I plan to make a stand this time, but if that does not work, I may have to face you in battle once again. I ask for your support, young seeds. Of course, Mr. Carrots. I salute you. Alright, what then? Have you all heard of Sorceress Adele before? She was the ruler of Estar during the Sorceress War. There's been no news about her since. The Galbadians must have thought I was the sorceress who received Sorceress Adele's powers. However, that is not the case. I received the powers of the previous sorceress at the age of 5. I don't quite understand. Shadow Sorceress Money Gang. They love casting spells. But watch out for the Shadow Government. I believe. So, it's so stupid, but like it's hilarious, right? Like how. For real, like it touches. It's part of the zeitgeist, I'm afraid. Remember in 2023 when the Shadow Wizard Money Gang came out of left field and saved us all from certain destruction? Oh yeah, well, hey, Mr. Carrots, you know, we might do an additional Soul Crew thing like we did with Captain Sekatai and his people before. That would be it would be a delight to include you in that. I mean, it's definitely not anything in the near term, but in terms of like at least a couple of months away, but yeah. Yep. Well, anyway, I believe Sorceress Adele is still alive, and that Ultimecia released my body in order to use the body of Sorceress Adele. You think? Also, how'd you get your sorceress powers at age 5? Was there, like, a sorceress before the Sorceress Adele? And if so, how did Adele become the sorceress, and then you both have sorceress powers at once? I thought there was only one sorceress at a time. That was Squall Talk. Sorceress Adele is the type who will not hesitate to use her powers for her own selfish desires. Should Sorceress Ultimecia from the future bequeath her anger and hatred unto Adele, their power would be unimaginable. That's part of the ritual. Mazel tov, Mr. Carrots. Also, go see The Little Mermaid. Sorceress. Okay, yeah. Should Sorceress Ultimisia from the future be? Oh, Edea, you're repeating yourself. I did. She's repeating herself, Sid. I'm out. You guys, she's repeating herself. Alright, hold on. Squall's having his internal dialogue again. I understand listening what Matron has to say is important, but Renoa. Matron, do you know what's wrong with Renoa? Renoa is the girl in light blue? I remember vaguely. What happened to her? She was with us when we fought you. After the battle, her body was cold. She didn't move. That means she's dead, Squall. Fucking Sid. I'd say Azure. I think it's like, more of a cerulean. No! Well, forgive me, Squall. I don't think I could be of any help. It's alright. Squall, I understand how you feel, but you are in a position of leadership. Hey, Kibble, how you doing? The other students at Garden have a right to know about the outcome of the battle and what's to come. Like, oh boy, we are literally debriefing amongst the command cadre here, Sid. I will tell them. I'm just asking about Renoa, you shit. That's also part of being a leader. Take whatever information you can get back here, back to Garden. Remember, it wasn't just Renoa. Everyone fought. Except you. Huh? Huh, Sid? Huh? I understand, but... But... This is something the leader should say. Like, listen, I would throw Sid into the sea at this point. Thank you, though, Mr. Carrots. Especially during the randos when I can't actively do it myself the way I normally do. Damn it. No, seriously, Squall. Throw Sid into the sea. He's a coward. And raised children to kill his wife. First time we met was the day I became a seed. We met oh yeah, this is, okay. We're having a dual dialogue situation here after we faded to black. So this is like Squall listening while also not listening. That's fair. And this is like a nit to pick with FF8 here. I have is that Sid should have been someone else. That should just be some guy, you know, Director Templeton or some crap. No shade to Templeton the Rat from Charlotte's Web. Like, let's see, who would have made a better Sid? Who would have made a better Sid? Dr. Odin. Not to spoil too much, but there's, yeah. No. Irvine's Irvine. He has no mechanical know-how outside the maintenance of his own firearm, I'm sure. Well, anyway, Ultimisia's objective is to find Eleni. First time we met was when we became Seed. We met again in Timber. How you doing anyway, Kibble? Good morning. Eleni's mysterious power is sending one's consciousness back into the past. So Ultimisia wants to use Eleni's power, right? You had a lot of arguments at first, but in time, things began to change. I get it. Ultimisia wants to send her consciousness from this period further into the past. What's she gonna do in the past? Looking at me. You smiled when her eyes met. Oh, Squall. Hey, Steph, how you doing? You caught me being Squall. Mr. Carrots, since you're so eager beaver. Time compression. You're not an eager beaver, you're a funny bunny. Thanks for shouting out, Steph. Well, do your work and do it well, and thank you so much for the lyric, Steph. Good to see you, and Kibble as well, of course. Yeah, Sid's always an engineer, in my opinion, right? In Final Fantasy IV, which I believe is his first iteration, he was the airship engineer. I don't remember 5. I haven't really played it all the way. 6, of course, he's the Magitech researcher, right? And he delves a little bit into sort of a Frankenstein's Dr. Frankenstein territory in 6 a little bit. In 7, he's back to being the airship / rocket engineer. And in 8, he's just some goob who runs a phony baloney anime mercenary academy. Magitech is way down, I'm afraid. It's way up in terms of nostalgia and name dropping, but as far as being utilized as an actual concept, it's been largely abandoned. Now, that might not be true of Final Fantasy XIV, however. Kibble would be able to answer to that. Ah, see, in FF5, he's an airship guy too. There you go. There we go. But Kibble would be able to speak to 14 as well. Is Sid in 14? Time compression. Time compression. Made me feel calm, tranquil. It's time magic. Past, present, and future get compressed. Ooh, that doesn't sound nice. What's gonna happen to the world? Will I do something like that? Noah, give me another chance. I can't even imagine a world where time is compressed. Yeah, we're getting into some serious 4D weirdness here. Yo, Squall! Sid invented Boeing. Sid is an important part. Okay, there you go. Steph knows too. Usually having to do with conflicts involving tech. But yeah, so there we go. We maintain the engineer trope. FF8 is definitely the Sid outlier of the series. Selfie. Oh, wait. You're not even listening. Yeah, you're right. We're talking about Sids across the series, Selfie. So basically, all we have to do is prevent Ultimisia from getting a hold of Eleni. Yes, but we're going back to Garden. We have to let everyone know. Roll for Sid cosplay? Oh, which one, though? I'd say I'd probably be a closest fit to FF4's Sid. I would just need big goggles, a giant cartoon wrench, and blue overalls, and get real, like, you know, covered in soot or something. Then why don't you forget it? Listen, Squall's tore up inside. He's becoming a man. Giant cartoon wrench, let's go. He's built like Mario in that game. Well, I mean, who's to say that I'm not built like Mario from here? Oh wait, you know, I could jump and punch a block of bricks out of the sky like nobody's business, but nobody ever asks. No. Wahoo. No, you know, I cosplayed Ganon. He's bulkier than me. I put some foam pieces carved to shape in a t-shirt and glued them in to bulk me up a little bit for that. Because God knows I ain't lifting. Alright, let's see. That about covers the update, but you didn't say anything. Our task at hand is to find Eleni, and then we'll deal with Ultimisia. I believe that Eleni is on the White Seed ship. Oh boy, the White Seed ship hunt. We're setting out to look for it. I wonder where it could be. Squall, you're still on Vox. We'll gather information for a while. Be prepared for battle at any time. And Sorceress Adea is back at her home. The lighthouse. She's probably not our enemy anymore. Let's just leave her alone. This has been your Balam Garden PA system announcement. Commander Squall signing off. Oh, well, let's go, huh? We might as well get right to it. Let's go find the White Seed ship. Oh, really? Eden is the name of the most powerful summon in this game as well, so that's interesting. Of course, you know, we need to pick a party again. Pieces, Irvine, get in here. Sorry, Irvine, I've adopted your accent. You know, there's Mahjong in FF14, and I know there is a Triple Triad or Tetramaster. Now, y'all ain't trying to awaken any kind of Final Fantasy XIV interest in me, are you? Triple triad, thank God. Alright, yeah. I knew there was opinions on that. Alright, let's find this here white seed ship. I'm pretty sure I know where it is, or thereabouts, to where we won't spend too much time. This part of the game stymies many a player, and as a young player of this game, back when it was brand new and funky fresh, I had the benefit of a really nice strategy guide. We're gonna go ahead and triple speed so we can actually like move the camera in a way that doesn't make us feel like death. Alright, not in here. Whoop, turn it around, Nita. You need more driving lessons is what you need to. Alright. But yeah, a lot of players get stuck here because they're like, oh no, I don't know where the white seed ship is, or even worse, they missed that one line of dialogue that said we're looking for the white seed ship, and then happened to not know what to do next and kind of get a, you know, it feels almost like a soft lock at that point. Alright, we're barking up the wrong continental chunk. Oh wait, we just swing the camera around. There we go. I wish the camera would also steer the thing. Woo! Party! We got up on plane there for a second. Ooh, also this is a part of the game where we can do some optional stuff too, and actually we should do that real fast before we find the seed ship. Woo! Let's see, can we get around this way? Sure. But yeah, the white seed ship has Eleni. And they, look, there's a little cactus poking up in and up and out of the ground there in the desert there. Woohoo! Alright, but yeah, the white seed ship is hiding Eleni, which explains why it's so difficult to find. And it's almost as if the developers planned on having a bunch of places the seed ship could be hiding, because there's just so many little alcoves that would perfectly nestle it into place, and you'd never see it from other than being right on top of it. I'm sure those cactus men are harmless. Time to find the secret island. Well, we found the secret cactus island, which sounds like a location in Flapjack or something. Alright, we made it back to the lighthouse, Hark, and everything. So now I'm gonna go looking for the other stuff to do whilst poking around. You know, there's a whole wide world in Final Fantasy VIII that's just completely uninhabited. Like this whole, like, what's the deal? I don't think anything ever happens here. You know, and at no point is it a reasonable traverse either. So it's just like, where's the game? What happened? Alright, hold on, we gotta get up over here. It seems stable as hell. You know, nothing going wrong, nothing glitchy. It seems to be functionally identical to the original game, but with the added, you know, QOL stuff. Oh, we can't get over here yet. Alright. Fine. Fine then. Let's go this way. Where's the beach? Boy, Balam needs a beach. We need a beach. No beach? No beach. Really? Well, what do you mean necessarily by stability? Because I haven't encountered any technical issues with the game whatsoever. And, of course, this is the Switch version, by the way, if that factors in. It could just be that the PC port is pure trash. Oh, yeah, FF8 is perhaps second only to FF13 in controversy levels, you know, in terms of split among the general fan base, as to whether or not it be good. I'm in the camp that it is good. However, you know, you'd be a fool not to admit that there are massive technical issues to the game. Things are going on with it that don't quite make sense. Like these incredibly huge areas of just empty land. Here's what we were looking for. We're gonna give this a go since we're all card broken. Normally this area would be very difficult, but we're gonna do a thing or three here. Apparently has a chance to start crashing a lot after Fire Cavern. I don't know. You know, when it comes down to Steam reviews for PC ports, it's like all the negative reviews will disproportionately come from a population of players that have less than optimal PCs, right? And so you're hearing reviews from people who have trash PCs with the same volume as you're hearing reviews from people who have PCs that can run the game and aren't choked with malware and crap, you know? Well, yeah, I mean, in terms of assessing their opinions of the narrative and the gameplay itself, that discussion has been had for decades at this point. Centra Crater region is where we're at, and we found a mysterious diamond tower. Let's go see if Eleni's in here. But yeah, so, like, that's an effect you always get on, I am Odin. Ooh. My Blue Heaven. I love this sign. Like, I love how it just says My Blue Heaven. That's a reference to a song, I believe, from the 50s. Ooh, look at the ghostly rails. And also a film starring Steve Martin and, I think, Rick Moranis? Found a draw point. Drain found. Kissed us. But yeah, that's always the thing with PC game reviews. Is you'll have people who, like, you know, if they were to give a screen grab of what their browser looks like, they'll have a million taskbars and everything, and it'd be like, well, you know, of course, you're running Garbo on your computer. No wonder it can't run a simple game. Alright, let's stock death. But also, Square Enix is notorious for releasing Garbo ports of their Final Fantasy games. Among the more notorious are the ports to cell phone, like in the 2010s. The cell phone ports of the Final Fantasy games were awful. Hold on. Let's scan this little fella. He's gonna give us the doink. We can't let him know. Also, the Tonberry model in FF8. High in the running for my favorite Tonberry model, period. Look at that little guy. He looks great in the remaster. Let's see. Wow, he's got a lot of HP. Alright, let's go to work. Wait, hold on. I just have... Okay, that's fine. Shoot it! That's gonna take forever. Alright, we're gonna have to use better ammo than that. Let's see here. What do we got? Let's poison it. Why not? Oop. Let's see. Let's hit it. Let's melt it. Oh, that's awesome. Tonberry for Easter. I wonder if they're trying to, like, have a message with that. Let's try carding it way early and hope the odds fall in our favor. Dang, alright. Oh, damn it. I don't know. Shoot missiles at it. Let's see here. This is on purpose. Ow. It wasn't enough. Keistis, what happens when you hit Squall? Does it kill him? It might kill him. Ugh. Oh, he fell asleep. Squall, wake up. You got a limit break, buddy. It's our only hope at this point. Why isn't anybody's level... Aw, oh, damn it. I was like, why isn't anybody's limits, happening? Ah, God, the RNG is not being friendly. Let's see. Let's cure Irvine just so he can stay alive. Uh-oh. Let's do a life on Quistis here. You flattened my Master Belch. You made him squishy. Squall, damn it. Gatling gun. Oh, okay, finally. God, it just takes so long. I was gonna say, why is the RNG? Alright, I'm missing the hits. Damn it. Oh, it still did Lionheart. Okay, well, we're not carding this guy. Hey, Designation V. How are you? Get him, Squall. It's all, oh boy. Jesus, Squall. Alright. Okay. This should be fine. We'll keep Irvine higher HP. To him who doth vanquish me, I grant my august powers? Not the power of Virgo. I don't remember them. I played 15 too. I just literally don't remember them. Oh, come on. Let's see if this works. Nope. Squall, are you literally not low HP enough? Irvine, shoot Squall in the face. Thank you. Oh. Finally, God, it's been giving me a real hard time landing the limit break. Okay. It may survive to where we can card it. Oh, no, he died. Ah, that's right. The Venice-like city. Also, these guys don't drop nothing and give you 1 AP. They're terrible as far as grindage is concerned. But I do know that once you kill, I think it's 10 or 20 of them, something special happens. We are taking maybe too long with this, though. I feel like I just need to junction a higher HP to Squall so I can give him a bigger margin of limit break territory. Hey, how you doing, Spectrum Branch? You could shout out Spectrum Branch for me, Mr. Carrots. Appreciate you. Already on top of it. How are you doing this morning? Now, with the presence of the timer and even the music and everything, this should be ringing memory bells as far as the fire cave in the beginning of the game. And yes, thank you, Carrots. Let us all thank Carrots for being here with us. Alright, so I guess I chose wisely. I mean, there's a draw point there, but... Uh-oh, meetings. Alright, Mr. Carrots, have a good one. Oh, in 20 minutes, I see. Alright, we turned on the thing. Is it another lighthouse? This is another lighthouse. Come hither, knight errant, and test thy prowess. How do I do that, though? Okay. Maybe we go all the way back down. No, no, no. There we go. Well, I don't know. Apparently it's some kind of high-tech structure. Ah, look, we built the thing. Let's see what that draw point is, though. I'm curious. This speeds up the timer, too, but I don't care. 9/11. Arrow. Built this city on weird MC Escher towers and rock and roll. FF series sure do like their ancient aliens, right? Is that what's happening here? I have. It's just been like 15, 20 years since I have Spectrum Branch. But no worries. I'll get it sorted. Just like I'm gonna sort this guy. Ugh. Maybe not. Let's see. Let's scan you. Oh, got him! First try, no damage. And it wasn't even his card. A red giant. I think that's a new one. A sword that betrays allies. Of course. I have plenty of those. Doobity 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 doobity. I seem to be doing the solution kind of as prescribed, though. Seems like. Is this a ladder? It is a ladder. Oh, we need an eyeball. Where are we going to get an eyeball from? Let's take out the left eye. Give me that. It does not have right eye. Alright. Well, we want this in our pocket just in case, I guess. Ugh. What delightful friends. Like, I was happy to see Forbidden and Tonberries here, but once again we're kind of getting faced with the what turns out to be a fairly limited enemy selection in this game. Hello, Forbidden. Oh shit, a boo well. Ooh, and they got the jump. Oh shit, I don't think I'll ever be able to overcome 6 HP of damage. 2 knights, but 1 victor. The heavens shall decide. Well, there's gonna be 3 of us fighting. I hope that's fine. Excuse me. Ooh, we got pain. Pain. Also, is, what's his face still blind? Yeah. Oh shit, I don't have eye drops. I'm gonna have to use a spell. Put in the left eye. Thunk. Zero, 4, 5, 7, 8. Now let's get both of these. 0, 4, 5, 7, 8. Anybody want to type that in chat for me? 0, 4, 5, 7, 8. 0, 4, 5, 7, 8. 0, 4, 5, 7, 8. Hey, thanks, Spectrum Branch, my good pal. Alright. Upsy daisy, gang. 0, 4, 5, 7, 8. Put in the T-Baz and the Chile. Let's see. Oh, hold on. 0, 4, 5, 7, 8. No. What the? Okay. Code accepted. I was wondering how to confirm it. If anything, it was the X button on the Switch controller. Let's see. I like to keep things spoiler light for the rest of the plot. But we are up to the point just following the Galbadia Garden ship-to-ship battle. Excellent. Prepare thyself. The weak shall perish. The strong shall triumph. Prevail over my sword, and I shall grant it to thee. For honor, let us fight. For instance, we only just had the name drop of the main antagonist, Sorceress Ultimethia. Let's see here. I guess we'll just attack it and let's see. Haste? Who got haste? There we go. Sweet. Gotta go fast, Squall. I will say that the HD remaster... Oh, did we win already? We won already. I will say that the cutscenes, like the old pre-rendered cutscenes, look worse in this than they did in their original. And there are some pre-rendered backgrounds where they redid the pre-rendered background, but like took a photo of the original's pre-rendered background with some of the like townspeople sprites that are normally like fully integrated sprites and everything, and just copied that and pasted that as the new pre-rendered background for areas. So there's some places where you can see characters that can move around and a bunch of people that just straight up look like cardboard cutouts. It's a little weird. I'll point it out when it happens again. So like all in all, I would prefer a version where somehow you could just put triple speed on the original. They lost the gold copy? How often that shit happens? Like, I still have fucking 3D prints and costume pieces that, like, I have no business keeping, but I still take care of and they're stored, you know? Like, how the fuck do you lose this shit? It's like, I know in the case of Konami, they straight up just deleted source code after they fucking published the game. Like, I don't need that. And that's why the Silent Hill remasters are trash. Thou art strong, mortals, you one-hit me. I shall well, I guess Keistus whipped him once. I shall grant thee my powers. Call upon me in times of trouble. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, and I'm okay with that. And I even like the new character models they use, and the fact that you can still make out their faces, and Squall isn't doing that, like, that bit crushed face he does. I should probably equip that. That was a GF we just scored. Let's flee. We really only want to fight Tonberries here. GF. Oh, that's right. That's not an equipable GF. It's just one that's like in your pocket. I forgot. And that's sad because I'm pretty sure the fan community could probably make something better if there isn't already. Did we ever junction Alexander? We did not junction Alexander. What a silly jerk I've been. Let's see. Everybody got... Okay, so we'll give it to Squall, I guess. Counter... We'll keep that in our pockets. It's a powerful counter, because it'll basically kill whatever enemy attacks them, but... Oops. We don't want to We don't want to accidentally kill something we're not trying to. We're pacifists, after all. That's right. And you know what? What do you call them? Disney or whatever just fired that person who was responsible for its recovery. Heard about that, too. So we can see just how much they care about preservation. Once the money's been made, they'll leave the forest as if it were the fucking Lorax. We need to make them Thneeds out of the source code, so you better delete it. We need the space on the servers for Thneeds. Hey, look, this guy's wearing a Thneed. Get him! Everyone's Grudge. I love this attack. It does damage based on how many enemies you've killed. And Irvine hadn't killed Jack, and in fact, we haven't killed a lot of enemies in this playthrough. Mostly bosses. Yeah, it does. That's why it's called Everyone's Grudge. Watch, it'll do more to Squall. Yeah. Oops. Wakey wakey, Squall. Shoot it. For no reason. Bang. Stop doing... Oh, that's right. It's a counterattack. I forgot. It's alright. Squall's ready to Renzo. Go get him, Squall. Oh, I missed one. Shit. Whoop. And I've also noticed in the remaster, it's a little bit harder to hit the timing, because like it feels like there's less frames during the the animation of the marker going across that bar. It literally feels like it's running at less of a frame rate than the rest of the game. And this sort of effect is apparent in the pre-rendered cutscenes as well, I believe. Let's find another Tonberry before we bounce. But also, yeah, so we got this supposedly ancient-looking tower. It looks all high-tech. You can see the wiring. Apparently, whatever people built it, like, believed in color-coding their wires according to, color-coded insulation. That's nice. Hi, Syndril. How you doing? We're killing some Tonberries. We just earned Odin. And we're just doing the old Renzo kooking them to death. There we go. Perfect. No follow-up? Well, Squall's dead. Let's bring him back. I'm gonna see how much damage that did. Got any scans? There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. We can even card this guy now, probably. Got him. How you doing, Syndril? Oops, that's Mr. Carrots. Why did I... But yes, also follow Mr. Carrots. But do follow Syndril as well. How you doing this morning? We got a chef's knife. Alright, maybe one more Tonberry for the road. I've lost count of how many we killed, and I think, what is it, Spectrum? Is it 10 or 20 or more Tonberry kills to get the thing that happens once you do that? 20? Alright, jeez. When... I think I've killed like 5. Oh wait, that was silly. Why did I do that? That's gonna kill him. I like how everyone's grudge almost looks like a Phoenix Down effect too. That's kind of cool. You don't remember if card counts? Oh no. Blasting Zone. Oh, I like this one. The Tonberry's all Willem Dafoe meme. Jesus, Squall. Well, that one counted. Alright, let's go hit a save before something strange and terrible happens. Oh, there was another My Blue Heaven sign on the left. Double the signage. Like, it looks like there's parts of this we didn't visit. But also, what is this place and why? And why does it challenge knights that approach it? Like, it's so out of place. I don't know any context for this location other than that it exists. It's in one of the earlier challenge dungeons you can approach once the game opens up a little bit. Well, that's it. Alright, back to searching for the stinky white seed ship. I've scanned most of the southern part of Centra, so we're just gonna... look around. What's this stuff? Never noticed that before. Ah! Huh. Anything special fight here? No. It's not even a special background or nothing. Just some mysterious blue crystals on the ground texture for some reason. Piquing my curiosity because I've been playing Elden Ring and scrutinizing every friggin' pixel of texture. Alright, white seed ship. Where'd you get to? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Why did I reference Cotton Eye Joe? And there we go. Alright, I've satisfied my own desire to scan around for this thing. If anybody wants to chime in like, hey doofus, it's over here, feel free. Or I'll just look it up in a minute. Here's that thing. I was remembering it's somewhere in these inlets here. the fjords, if you will. We're in the middle of an impact crater right here. That's kind of neat. There's a number of impact craters on this world that just, like, defy explanation. You know, or am I barking up the wrong continent altogether? Is a good question. Hold on. Let's make the camera point where we're facing. Going fast. Here we go. Now, we'll just scan the coast. I like this big line of ejecta here. It almost looks kind of like the Griever lion medallion thing that Squall wears. Again, alien. I know, right? Like, so is it the moon people? Because I know the moon factor's in. But moon butt. Alright, White Sea ship, I'm tired of looking for you. Let's look up the location. Boom, 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 boom. Are you serious? Are you serious? Or maybe there's another flag we have to hit, but I'm pretty sure I scanned that area pretty good. Uh-huh. And it was one of the first areas I tracked to, so my own memory was supposedly working out. Alright, we're approaching the area. Wait, went the wrong way. What's in here? Lies. Alright, so I guess we need to talk to Adea again or something, maybe? Let's try that. I'm thinking we didn't trigger the flag, even though the last thing Squall said was we need to find the White Seed ship. And so searching for the ship I went. Hi, y'all. I will be staying here with Sid for a little while. Should Ultimecia possess me again, I ask for your help, young seeds. Okay. I believe Eleni is traveling all over the world in a ship. If Ultimecia decides to choose her again, it would be very difficult to find her. Okay. You guys be good. Da dee 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 doo doo doo. Oop. Do 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 do. All the comments on this is like, yeah, I remember taking 2 months off of this game after not finding that damn ship. I'm thinking we needed to do those last little bits of dialogue for this to work, or we need, you know, I guess we'll check where it's supposed to be again. Woo! Yeah, it's supposed to be like right here or something. Okay, I guess we'll enter Balam Garden. Hi, everybody. I don't want to say this in front of Kistis and you, but I don't know if some people will be so forgiving. Oh, what? For a day? Is Renoa in the infirmary? I'll go visit her later. Irvine? Irvine. Irvine's being stoic. He has nothing to say. How about you? I really wanted to challenge Headmaster Sid. Yeah, there's your clue that Sid's a card player. Where is und Chicken Vus? Let's go visit Renoa. Yeah, there's a couple of times where FF8 devolves into a chase the flag sequence. Like, okay, there was no indication that I should go visit Renoa since we started the previous scene, like, in the infirmary with her, and then going up and making the announcement. So yeah, we had to trigger this first. Renoa, you feel so cold. Are you going to be like this forever? Isn't there anything I can do? You're so full of life. Now you don't even make a sound. Squall's freaking out. He can't handle loss. And he is, I mean, like, okay. It seems schmaltzy and like, you know, oh, this is just teen angst and stuff. But no, let's remember that this is a game about generational trauma. And it's been established that Squall has experienced the loss of a loved one. Besides just being an orphan, his big sis went missing at a young age. And he's been convincing himself that he can be courageous, but really, he needs to hear her voice. Well, see, like, that's part of it too, right? Of course, it's his first crush, and those feelings are intertwined. But it also, I feel, ties back to the whole generational trauma thing. Which is why he's being so demonstrative over the whole thing, I suppose. Renoa, call my name. It's like, because the crush feelings and the previous, like, the PTSD he's experiencing right now are synergizing. Hey, what's happening, Al? My good pal, Pixelated Owl. The owls are not what they seem. Nah, they're cool. How you doing? How's SF6 been treating you? Oh, look at that. Here's the game announcing and actually giving us a chance to assign who's who. Okay, we had Irvine and Keistis, so they're ready to rock. Yeah. Nobody's Junction, though, actually, right? Except for Squall. Why the heck do I have to do... Oh my god, so I forgot that they make you do all this first. I went looking for that seed ship for nothing. Oh, well, at least we claimed Odin. Why the heck do I have to do this? Because we have no money. Alright, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's kind of my fault that we stayed at the hotel so often. But heck, I'm not cut out to be an actor. So you say, but we know you're really quite excited. Okay, everyone, take your positions. Man, I can't believe this director. Making a movie with me? An amateur? The heck am I supposed to do? Get ready for some comic relief. Alright, alright. So we were lucky I got the job. As long as we make some money, right? Are you serious? What kind of costume is this? No complaining. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright. Now we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Hey, look at you, not bad. This is your co-star, playing the part of the sorceress. Hi, nice to meet you. All we need now is someone to play the dragon. Perfect. Hey, you two back there. Yes? I'm in kind of a squeeze here. The guy playing the dragon is sick. Do you think you could put on the dragon costume and just kind of walk down here? I'll pay you. So here's the problem with Nomura's style of gameplay design, that his themes are often pretty deep in the way he tries to portray them super vague and contrived. When I first beat this game, I wouldn't have gotten the generational trauma part. I was more distracted by the game suddenly went from normal to what they actually went real fast. True. And it is only, like, really during watching recent playthroughs on stream of friends playing this game, and my own playthrough this time of kind of making a very concerted effort, let's say, to understand the plot better. Because not only is it, as you say, perhaps part of Nomura's style that leaves a little bit wanting, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that this game was poorly localized also. Uh, I know that there's a fan translation mod out there, I think, for the PC remaster, or at least that somebody has done a new translation, and that script exists somewhere out there, I believe. Unless I'm talking out my ass. Remember hearing about such a thing. But yeah, like any game with a hell of a lot of dialogue from Japan at the time that got localized, the localization perhaps got the short end of the budget stick each time. Final Fantasy VII is famous for this. And since this was just like a year later, and this game was in development like as Final Fantasy VII was being released, I believe, or at least like right after that. So there's, I mean, and that's one of the reasons I like streaming so much. Just as a quick aside, that we get the opportunity to analyze these games with all of this context, and to perhaps better appreciate them as a result. As Kiro says, I guess so. Okay, just be on standby over there. This guy are sick. And what's funny is, like, in, like, say, the Final Fantasy VII re-releases, they've fixed some of the translations, but they didn't relocalize the game. I think they just searched through the dialogue for instances that didn't make no damn sense, kind of like the "this guy are sick" line that Aerith utters in the original, and changing Aerith to Aerith in the OG for the re-releases. But beyond that, I don't believe they did, like, a full retranslation of the script. They just, like, corrected the localized script, so to speak. Okay, people, here we go. Scene 12, Death of the Sorceress. Ready? Now kill her. Oh, Sir Knight, save me from the wicked dragon. Oh, okay, I'll save you from the dragon. Darn, I'm getting all nervous here. What's with this gunblade? I haven't used one of these since training. It's a gunblade? Kind of like this. Yeah. Hey, not bad. I'll just put in some voiceovers. Okay, bring on the dragon. Hey, come on, guys. The dragon. Alright, here we go. So, do we get a chance to junction Kyros and Ward? Wow, just like the real thing. Excellent work, Kyros. Wait a minute. Was the costume that big? It's the Queen Alien. Whoa, Kyros and Ward are taking this seriously. Man, this looks like the real thing. Let me just poke the gunblade in its mouth. Ah! Jeez, take it easy, Kyros. What the? Is this thing real? What? No wonder. What am I doing? I'm getting out of here. Well, Sir Knight, it's all yours. What a revolting development. Sir Knight, I must bid you farewell. They also try a lot of, like, comic relief in this game from time to time, and it kind of falls flat. And I don't think it's just the localization in that case. Hey, don't leave me here. At least let me junction my comrades. The gunblade. Oh, that's right. We have a minigame gimmick here. Well, defense. Attack. Alright, let's go. Hey, they actually gave us some training this time. Oh, okay, well. Okay. Couldn't defend. It didn't let me. There we go. Well, and that's true though. Because you know, well, they really only started taking localization more seriously like from FF10 onward, really. Oh man, we had to do this over again from the top. At least they let you quit this minigame. It's kind of like, because Square didn't really take the North American market seriously, right? Where did it save? Oh, you mother bastards. Now listen. Kingdom Hearts. Man, that's incredibly shitty. Am I right? You have to finish that mini. Well, let's go see Renoa and trigger the rest of the thing. I love how there's no indication that... Oh, man. The mini games in Final Fantasy VII were a little wonky, but they were fun. That's what happens when you have to do a second tape. It's true. And no opportunity to save really before then either. That's really poorly designed and implemented, in my opinion. Like there's a little bit of rough and scuff right there. Hey Ultrajonic, how you doing? Let's get you a shout out real quick. Like, so far the mini games in this have all been basically quick time situations with apparently the highest of stakes. Oh yeah. Kingdom Hearts fan, huh? Pixelated Owl. I missed out on Kingdom Hearts. I couldn't. I can't suspend disbelief with mashing my Disney and my Final Fantasy together like that, and so it just I can't engage. But I don't give anybody a hard time for it. Gosh. Yeah, skip all this dialogue. This is like whose idea was it to put in like I'll apologize for Nomura left and right just because, you know, every director needs to have their weak points, or doesn't need them, but they have them and you can kind of calibrate for them. But this shit, whoever put in this fucking mini game, poop on them, because they give you a choice, right? When you lose it, I'm done for, or let's keep going. And when you pick I'm done for, I figured it would like kind of cut to the next thing, like enter Kiros and Ward and we'll fight the dragon properly. Nah, game over screen. Go fuck yourself. This was Katase, I think. Oh, like for who was responsible for that part of the game, or what? I'm unfamiliar with that name, of course, because the discourse is so often around Nomura. Alright, yeah, come on, everybody. So I guess the dragon just ate Kiros and Ward. I mean, like, there are some parts of this game that are very well directed. Most of the Galbadia garden, or the, the garden to garden conflict stuff is really well done. It's integrated as well as the technology would allow at the time. And you get the sense of an action-packed thing, kind of like the Dalit invasion at the beginning of the game, where you do that landing craft sequence where you run up to the radio tower in Dalit. That stuff's really well done. There are other parts like the desert prison sequence, and even the Daling City sequence where General Caraway is explaining the assassination plot by going to the scene of the crime and acting it out and shouting very loudly the plan. Uh, those parts are kind of like, mm. Ah. And we also, we have to also understand that different parts of the game had different direction also, right? Like your in-engine stuff was probably directed by one person. Your big CGI cutscenes were directed by somebody else. And not just because it's a prestige thing necessarily, but because they're two different jobs. Looks like the real thing. I better hit the X button and hope for the RNG to work out. And it would be another thing if the mini-game's controls were responsive. There's two inputs, attack and defend. And depending on when you press them is when you can actually do them. And so we're just going to have to really wait for the RNG to give us a situation where I guess whether or not to attack or defend in the proper sequence. Nobody likes Chain of Memories. Or Chom. Because they were like, here are cards. And everyone was like, no cards, please. Yoshinori Kitase. But yeah, for sure, multiple directors always get confused with Japanese credit. Event director, scenario director. Yeah. So it's difficult to ascribe blame in specific mente. But I do want to get the person who is responsible specifically for this bit and just, just have a little talk. Just a little talk. Over here, away from people. Alright, yes, the Gunblade. I could just go into limit break status. Okay, yeah, why to defend? That's funny, it tells you, to defend the first time, but clearly I just attacked. Alright. I wish those 2 hits counted. Ugh. Right. I think that's just the stance you do for an automatic. As opposed to a revolver like Squall got. Oh, come on! Your headcanon is that C for watch this movie? It's good. I like that. Uh-oh. I like when it gets a free attack right after I attack. Or right after it attacks. Get that defense up, Laguna. I think we only have to hit it one more time. Yay! First try. That's my chance. Run! You can still do the attack animation while he runs. Also, it's a Gunblade. Why didn't they edit in any explosions for successful hits there? He does go on about wanting to be a knight too. Dang, that does make sense. Darn stupid dragon, where the heck are Kiros and Ward? Laguna, did you call me? Yeah. Oh. Oh, Ward. Kaboom. Wait long enough? Here. Alright, time to kick some dragon butt. And also, the game just straight up doesn't let you... Oh, no, hold on a sec. Game over. Look at this crap. They could have get. All right, they put this part together in 15 minutes, right? Like it's taken me longer to play through this part than the game directors and everybody took to develop it, right? That's the feeling I'm getting out of this. Laguna does a magical girl transformation spin. Oh, we're up in its neck. Alright. Oh, wait, I totally forgot to junction them. Oh, well. Odin's got this. Hidden save point behind the no option. I didn't know Odin could be involved here. Who needs junctions, am I right? Fuck that dragon. What a scrub. Oh good, we got an Inferno Fang. I don't think I've landed one of those yet. How many are there? They just keep coming. We're out of here. You're gonna have to believe us because we didn't actually produce that visual. What is that? And then this full non sequitur plot progression for Laguna and them. Like, there is almost zero frame of reference for what that object in the distance was at this point. Now, we have seen it before. We've even been all up in it before with Laguna and company. That is... Except back then it was laying on its side and on the ground and being like excavated slash rebuilt or whatever. But it's where we were fighting Estar soldiers, where we got cornered by Estar cyborgs. Ward got his injury that removed his throat. We all thought we were going to die, but Laguna had us all jump off the cliff into the sea, and we apparently escaped. And then later there was the Windhill sequence where Laguna is kind of dealing with his PTSD. And then where we meet young Eleni. And, shoot, what's, not the singer's name, the other woman. Rain. We meet Rain. Also. Who, Laguna clearly likes. And then we come to this part where suddenly we're filming a movie with Kiros and Ward, and we're in visual range, apparently, of Estar. Where we can see the singer was Julia, and the other woman in Windhill is Rain. And we can see this object now floating in the distance, and Laguna's like, hey, what's that? And we cut to black again. Like, there is almost nothing that's been given to the player that would indicate that that thing in the distance was the object they were running around in the previous flashback. And it's presented as if it was. But yeah, so we have the big downer of Squall being sad about Renoa, followed by the comic relief of vaudeville, of all things. A terrible minigame. and a plot point that would make no sense to a player. Like, it would make about as much sense to a new player of this game as seeing the Kat Sith, Kate Sheath, or however you pronounce the little kitty cat's name, appearance during the Platefall in Sector 7 in Final Fantasy VII Remake. If it was your first time with Final Fantasy VII, you have no idea, like, why is there a little kitty? You know, so it's almost a moment like that. But I'm going to take me a quick little break, and we'll continue with this for maybe another hour or so. You guys rock for hanging out, gotta say. And I'll be right back. Please enjoy some music from Captain Sekatai. It is the PSI Hope theme. I do like to boost him whenever I can. Hey, thanks, Ultrajonic. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's get back to it. Ah, let's see. I can't disconnect. What is this connect thing? Is it you, Squall? Yeah. Thanks for the welcome backs. Connect is just what I call it when I use my special power. Well, I know, I must be asleep. That's why I can't control it. I'm sorry, Squall. Just let me use your spirit for a little while longer. Let me go back. Oh, wow. Okay. She ain't here either. If I may ask, what's happened to this Eleni? She was kidnapped by Estar soldiers. Oh, man. The way Laguna was in his headspace and how protective he was of Eleni, to have her get kidnapped by Estar soldiers would be like he has one task in his whole existence, and that's to get her back. I've been traveling, trying all I can to get inside Estar, but they were looking for a sorceress, a successor to the Estar sorceress, Adele. Yeah, exactly it. Is she your daughter? No, she's just so cute. Oh, I wish I could hear her voice. Yeah, adopted daughter. I want to hear Renault's voice. Oh, Squall. Something the matter? Nah, just the fairies. Yeah, so, like, they can occasionally, in the past, hear the thoughts of the people in the present who are being used by Eleni's secret power. Or special power. Secret special power. I don't care if it's in the past or what. I want to hear Renoa. I want to see Renoa. That way there might be a chance to save her. Oh, he's like, no, well, send me back to the past. You can't change the past. I just found that out. When I was kidnapped, Uncle Laguna went on a journey to find me. Kibble. But because he did, Uncle Laguna wasn't able to be by Rain's side when she died. Rain wanted to show Laguna her newborn baby. Rain kept calling out for Laguna, so no matter what, I wanted Laguna to stay in the village. But it didn't work. I could no longer make it back to that moment. Ah, so Eleni tried using her power in the past to prevent Laguna from going on the look for her, uh, uh, so he could be with Rain in that moment. Wow, that's heavy. That's heavy stuff. The question then becomes, who is that child, right? Also, I can only send you inside someone I've met before. I'm sorry, Squall. I'm about to disconnect. I'll try again to speak to you this way. Sis, Eleni, I'm a weenie boy. Hey, your friend Andy, how are you? Uh, so yeah, the question becomes, who was that baby that Rain had while Laguna was away? The implication clearly being that it's Laguna's child also, because her and Laguna were getting close when we saw them in the flashback. Let's see. And like the way the game presents Eleni's powers is actually very interesting. You know, as a kid playing this, I didn't really get it. You know, I figured we were seeing flashbacks, but then it became apparent that, it becomes apparent in the plot eventually that it's Eleni somehow sending you back. But I don't know. Perhaps just as a younger person, I wasn't able to absorb the finer details, or I was so engrossed in just like the playing of the game. Uh, that, there were major details like that I missed. You know, I I'm only really barely understanding that Rain died while Laguna was chasing after Eleni, who was kidnapped by Estar, who are looking for their new sorceress successor. So it's all tied up with that. Uh, and that Rain had a child in his absence before she died, presumably during childbirth, also, which is super heavy. So once again, generational trauma. It's happening. Uh, and here we are. I want to hear Renoa's voice. And I'll let y'all guess who that kid is. I know who the kid is. But, I'll let y'all wonder about it. I can see you if we go back in time. Maybe even change things. Like, Eleni just said you can't. Eleni, can you hear me? Send me back to the moment Renoa went into a coma. Didn't work. Eleni, you won't answer me. I know she's on the White Seed ship. White Seed? You. A day of seed? A day of seed? Maybe a day I would know the whereabouts of the ship. Then I could see Eleni. Then maybe I can go back. I'm glad you like my squall. I've managed to be fairly consistent with it throughout the playthrough. I have a voice for Seifer as well. And I'm just glad he doesn't have as many lines as Squall does. I gotta find the White Seed ship so I can get Nita. Alright, who's a-coming? Keistis and Irvine, get on board. Nobody's junctioned. All my junction apes gone. Okay, well, let's hit a save, first of all. Gosh, alright. And let's make sure our GFs are learning stuff that makes sense. Alright. Alright, we're close to that one, but honestly, we should be doing the rest of the junctions first. What about you, Leviathan? I guess we'll do that one. Pandemon. Pandemony. Pandio. Strength plus 20%. That's cool. We'll do that one. Ooh, okay. Regular junctions galore with Cerberus. Tron Halen, yes. Hi, Magic Refinement. Well, hello, Magic Refinement. And that's it. Okay. Now, who gonna get him? These two alone give her a full set. Oh wait, card. We need card. There we go. Vitality, Spirit. Those are your defense and magic defense stats. Irvine. What do you get? I think we'll get everything with this. Not quite, huh? Vitality's left out, so he's still gonna get hit real hard. But we'll give him Cerberus because I think Vitality Junction is something we can learn with that. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3 more. 3 more, ready to go. So I guess we'll go ahead and do Cyrene, because that sounds funny with Irvine. I'm very mature. Lots of HP. Move find. I guess magic plus 40% would make draws more successful. Let's go back to Keistis and give her Pandemon. Alright. And magic. And that's fine. I think we're good. Save our efforts here. Oops. Alright, let's take a couple of potions at least. Alright, we should be good. Alright, everybody, back on the ship. We gotta go to, the White Seed ship. Which, actually is just pretty much straight ahead. Gotta go fast. Wow. Nita. You need, piloting lessons. Wait, I already made that joke. Oh, wait, we gotta talk to Adea first again. God damn it. Alright, hold on. Hark. And whatnot. You guys want to, like, hire a contractor and make this place easy to live in again, or are you just lying low? Is there anything at all I can help you with? The White Seed ship, the one Alan is on. Those children are... They are very cautious. They would never remain in one place for long. I see. Oh, yes, however, those children seem to have taken a liking to Centra's landscape. Therefore, they may have stationed their ship by an inlet somewhere on the Central continent. And Squall, please take with you this letter that I wrote. With this, they shall welcome you. Okay. Thank you for the plot flag that lets me find the thing I've been trying to find the entire session. Alright, so my previous, like, remarking that is your only clue to go looking for the White Seed ship was wrong. But it was also very unclear that you should go see Renoa in the infirmary at that point, especially because you effectively just came from there. But yeah, you don't gotta go too far for the White Seed ship. Apparently, it should just be... come on. What's going on here? Why can't I... Should just be right over here somewhere, as I thought. Did I not collect the letter from Adea? Are they going to do something like that to me? Alright, they're literally supposed to be in one of these inlets right here, so... So yeah, let's go back and make sure we triggered all the flags. Whee! Random encounter? Squall, did you get the letter? No. Maybe. Okay. So, what's the dealio? Adea served as captain of the ship. Before long, many children were brought on board and became somewhat of an orphanage. Adea taught the children well, and they too were referred to as seeds. Ah. So that explains that. Oop. Okay. Seed ship, where are you? Where are you, freaking seed ship? You're literally supposed to be right there. I don't, man, okay, maybe I'm supposed to trigger something here. The White Seed ship, where could it be? Where could the White Seed ship be? I don't say nothing. That white seed ship, where could it have gotten to? Doody-doo. My tummy grumbled, I'm getting hungry. Hungry. Doody-dee. Alright, you white seed ship, where the hell are you? I'm now diverting from where it's supposed to be, according to... Oh, there it is. There it is. This is not where that marker was on the map I looked up, by the way. Boop. First try. We meet again. My name is Squall. We're seeds from Balam Garden. I'd like to speak with your leader. I'm in charge. State your business. Depending on what you say, we may ask you to leave immediately. I want to see Eleni. Leave immediately. We pose no threat. Adea told us you would be here. Adea? How? Adea is no longer under Sorceress Ultimisia's control. She is now our ally. So there's no reason for you to hide Eleni's whereabouts from us. We want to take Eleni back to protect her from Ultimisia. That's not why you want to be here, Squall. Be honest. Thank you for coming, but we have no reason to believe you. Please leave immediately. Well, how about you? You heard our leader. There's nothing more to discuss. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and look around anyway. Wow, long time no see, sir. What the hell are you doing here? Oh, it's Zone. Well, look who's here. Squall, how's it going? I can't believe you're here. Everyone doing good, sir? After you guys left, the Galbadi and Buttheads came after us, and we barely escaped to this boat. They let you on? I was sure we were goners, sir. Zone went nuts and was thinking about swimming across the sea to escape. It was a plan. All you were doing was whining like a big baby. We're gonna die, and look who jumped in first. You numbnuts. I don't see how these wackos keep surviving. So, how's Renoa? Where is she? Renoa fought with us against the Dea. For some reason, she went unconscious after the fight. She's resting in the garden now. The garden? I don't know what happened. We couldn't protect her. I'm sorry. You son of a bitch. What did I say? What did I say, huh? I told you to take care of her and nothing better happened to her, scumbag. You pathetic lying scumbag. Jesus, son. Come on, take it easy. She's not dead. They just don't know what's wrong with her, it's all. Is that right, sir? Squall would never give up on her. Am I right, sir? We came here to get Eleni because there's a new evil force after her. If we can get Eleni and Renoa together, maybe we can get Renoa back. Really? C-Zone? I told you, sir. Renoa's gonna be fine. She promised she would come back. She would come back together. We all have to free Timber together. Don't worry, sir. All right. I'm gonna say it one more time. Something happens to Renoa again, I swear. I'll poop myself. Jump back. Poop myself. All right. So we hit what's arguably the biggest roadblock in terms of gameplay experience in the game, which is finding this ship. The sequence of events is very obscure, even when you know what's supposed to happen. Here. This is Matron's writing. She really gave this to you. You guys call her Matron too, huh? Yes, ever since we were little. We were raised by Adea too. She's everyone's mom. It was difficult to fight against her, but we did. Fortunately, everything turned out well. Adea is no longer evil. She's back to her old self again, the kind Matron we remember. Squall, thank you. We owe you and Balam Garden much. Even her salute is the same. Praise be to Evan. Matron told us it hasn't changed since Seed was established. But you guys established Seed, so All right, so seed is essentially a long con, right? It's an insurance policy that's now paying off. Uh, at some point, Sid and Adea recognized the situation and decided a system of private mercenary schools for children was just the solution for it because we can raise these children to be the fighters we need them to be for the battle coming, which is what I like to refer to as the big boss solution to taking on the world with as a paramilitary force. There's quite a bit of tie-in with Metal Gear here in that regard, uh, thematically speaking, in that child soldiers are part of the plot. And I mean, it's presented in a very anime manga-esque format to that where like these sorts of situations are commonly encountered in in that sort of media, right? You know, teens saving the world, right? And a lot of this is written in that way because it's written for the audience. But then you get like the opportunities in storytelling to kind of make that part of the plot. Like, wait a minute, these are kids and so forth. Uh, and we've hooked it into a whole generational trauma narrative here in FF8. And in that regard, the game is actually a pretty good success, right? You know that it's telling that story in a somewhat effective way. You know, because what better symptom of generational trauma than child soldiers? And, you know, that's like really grim, dark stuff in the real world. I would encourage you to at least be somewhat knowledgeable about how child soldiers are in the real world, but also content warning. If you go looking that stuff up, you're be prepared to stare directly into the heart of darkness, as it were, uh, because yeah, dark shit. But I think that the themes involved in that are handled decently in Metal Gear and only ever so lightly touched upon in FF8, and in that regard, it isn't in bad taste, in my opinion, to use such a theme. Anyway, how y'all doing? I know we got told to leave, but oh well, I guess we've since made amends. Achoo! Whoa, it's getting dark already. Oh, these are the other guys from the Forest Owls, the liberation timber liberation group that Watson Zone and Renoa are from. It's getting too cold to sit out here these days. Hello, sunshine. Feels good. Watts told me sunshine is good for you. It's true. In limited quantities. Also, hey, buddy, you know, if you want to warm up a little bit, get out of the shade. That's my advice. A hash brown patty? Well, that sounds delightful. I am getting hungry. I'm going to have to stop soon. Whoa, cool. I got to talk to a stranger. Alright. Don't you just love the sound of the sea? It's so soothing. Takes your mind off everything. Reminds me of my childhood. Your childhood was on this boat, presumably, according to the narrative. Today's class is hard. It's important, but I don't understand. I don't like studying that much, but I want to be like Miss Lena and wear that white uniform, so I'm going to work hard. So this is like mini Balam Garden at sea. Today we're going to start on a new book. It's a story about a very wise man named Vaskaroon. The title of the book is The Legend of Vaskaroon. I don't understand Vaskaroon. Como que Vaskaroon? How do we leave? Let me just... How do we go? We gotta go see Adea now, right? Ah, indeed. Timber Maniacs. Cover to cover, baby. Thank goodness there's only 3 pages. 2 covers and a page. It's kind of cool to watch the sea. You hardly ever get bored of it. I'm glad Zone chilled out.
Before I had to keep watch on my own, but now Zone's helping me, so it's a little easier. Wow, I had to do a 24-hour watch schedule. I haven't slept. Okay. Watts? Information, sir? About the ship. Well, after this lady named Adea left, there hasn't been any adults on this ship, sir. So far, I've only seen kids and guys our age. Teens. Alright, thanks for the intel, Watts. I don't think you're the flag that gets us going, though. Oh yeah, that's right, that guy left. I guess we could draw more holy. It's been long enough. Oh wait, hold on, he's right here. Hey, buddy. So it says in the letter you're looking for Eleni. I'm sorry, Eleni's no longer here. Uh-oh, it's time for a flashback. Remember we picked her up from your garden near the FH coast? Oh yeah, apparently she was hanging with us for that time. After that, we headed east to get as far away from Adea and Galbadia. Or to get far away. Before long, we encountered the Galbadian fleet. They had a lot of ships, obviously. They were searching for us. We should have been more careful. They pursued us in full force. Luckily, we were able to escape, but then our ship broke down and we were stranded. That would have been a cool little cutscene to have like a horizon and a bunch of Galbadian ships making their way toward this ship. Instead, we have that little bit of acting. Machinima. There was no way we were going to let the Galbadians take Eleni. Eventually, the Galbadians caught up to us, and we had no choice but to prepare for battle. Then an Estar ship appeared. A battle began between them. We were caught in the middle of it. Then something strange happened. Suddenly, an Estar ship came up beside us, and Estar soldiers came aboard. They told us to get aboard their ship. It sounded like an order to evacuate. They gestured thusly. Of course we refused. We didn't trust them, just as we didn't trust the Galbadians. As the Estar soldiers were trying to convince us, the battle became more intense. It was just in it was over here in this direction, so we couldn't show it. Soon they were forced to leave our ship. Oh no, we're forced to leave your ship. Estar soldiers look crazy, right? As their ship was pulling away, Eleni yelled out something. Then all of a sudden she jumped onto their ship. Woo! It wasn't like her at all. Ship not pictured. To this day, I don't understand why she did that. That would have been another cool cutscene of the ships side to side alongside each other and Eleni jumping in as the Estar ship departed. Let's imagine that together. Man, that was cool. After that, Estar's fleet withdrew from the battle and fled. And what happened to y'all? Weren't Galbadia still right there? After they left, well, it's a long story. The game acknowledges my question and promptly dismisses it. After our ship is fully repaired, we plan to go to Estar. Repaired. Sorry, Squall, we couldn't protect her. So Eleni's an Estar? We believe so. Alright. Well, you know what? In FH, they were like, hey, the railroad goes there, but you have to walk. We decided on a destination? Estar. Oh, man. Xenophobic Estar. That area's terrain is not really suited for flying the garden. Anyway, set a course for Estar. Nita blinks. Are we ready to go? Yeah. Alright. Okay, well, so long, White Seed Ship. And so, yeah, Squall's bullishness about where to go rapidly yields, like, you know, this new sort of, okay, well, we have the whole wide world to explore, but we want to get to Estar. Estar's over here, and like Nita says, is inaccessible by garden. This just means no beaches, right? There's no beaches. We could circumnavigate all of Estar and not find a single beach that we could ramp up on it from. But there is this structure here. So the player is basically meant to encounter Estar, look for a beach, find this, and remember, oh, alright, and then realize, oh, Fisherman Horizon's right here. The bad news is you can't cross it. The good news is I think you can access it from here. No? No? Okay. Well, the good news is we can go the long way. Time to circumnavigate the globe. Man, imagine we're doing... Alright, let's do it at normal speed. This is pain. Very bold by the game devs to think that this was okay. Now, perhaps I'm wrong and there's an easier way to access Fisherman's Horizon. But this way works too, and son of a gun if we ain't already most of the way. Across the vastness that is this game world, you know, the world map, the vast unutilizedness of it. Like, here's this crater here. I don't believe this is ever explained. I could be wrong. If somebody wants to chime in on that one, I would be happy to discuss it. But yeah, like there's huge swaths of this map that are just fully pointless. And yeah, here we are at Fisherman's Horizon. We went around the whole world. But I think this is probably a good place to stop, frankly. So, let's go to our bedroom and hit up the save point. And, I'll consider doing some Tonberry fights offline. Da, comrade. The time for der Stoppening has come. I'm starving. But I'll be there, surfing the Twitch waves, probably hanging out with whoever we raid while I get breakfast sorted and get to work. I hope you all join me on the raid and hang out as you are able. No obligations, of course, but everybody knows how the hype comes around, how much of a shot of endorphins and serotonin is being on the receiving end of the raid, you know? It's good stuff. In many ways, raiding out is my favorite part of the stream. But once again, your friend Andy.